Well, like we've always said on this show, two's always better than one. Also this. Yeah, particular bloke in LA suffers from a really rare condition, 1 in 6 million people, where you're born with two. Who knows what to do with it? Not me.
I don't know. I still can't work out if this is a blessing or if it's something that would bring an enormous amount of pressure.
Yeah. And specifically, I mean, this is a podcast, can be a little bit looser.
Yep.
The details that this bloke gives, that sometimes the two can have separate minds and go in different directions, so to speak.
Far out.
Isn't that amazing?
That's extraordinary stuff.
Yeah.
You'd look down and be like, where are you going, mate? What are you doing? Why, are you happy? Are you sad? I don't understand. This is so confusing.
Are you sad? Are you north? Are you south? Are you east or west? What's going on here? Let's discuss. What have I always said, Jodes? Every single morning when we come in here. Every single morning.
Don't go to the toilet when you're supposed to be on the radio.
That and what else?
I'm not entirely sure.
Two is better than one.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, two's always better than one. Here's the headline for this article. Man reveals what life was like living with two penises. 2v1. An LA truck driver has revealed he had two, I'm just going to say penises, or I can play this. After he was born with a condition called diphalia, which happens in 1 in every 6 million birds.
Di, of course, meaning two, and phalia meaning penises.
Well, there you go. You just educated me. And I'm the one talking about the double doodle. How good is that? So the man only identified as Tank. Classic. Oh, my gosh. If I had $1 for every time someone called Tank had two doodles,
I know.
I'll tell you what, I'd be rich. I always wonder, like, for people suffering this sort of condition, obviously, if you went home with somebody, you'd have to pre-warn them about the condition, wouldn't you?
Would you, though?
Yes, you would.
What?
Because imagine if you got hot and heavy and you got intimate, and you were the person on the other end of it and you saw it and you're sitting there going, am I seeing a double doodle here? How drunk am I? Am I seeing double? Absolutely you would. 13 24 10. Do you suffer from diphalia? No, that's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. It's been a while. In fact, it's been months and months. But can we launch back into my little wolf pack? Where if you've got something just a little bit strange, a little bit off, a little bit different.
Oh, no.
You can jump in and we can have some fun with this. Come on. Let's go.
I tend to think of myself as a one-man wolf pack.
Ew, look at this. It's gross and unhealthy.
And my wolf pack, it grew by one.
Ew, what the hell is that?
Looks gross. Smells gross.
Put that away. So there were two of us in the wolf pack. I was alone first in the pack.
Ew, what is that? Put it away. Put it away.
Let the dogs out.
Yes, in honour of Tank.
Yeah.
A little double doodle.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm fixated on now, though? I'm thinking, you said Tank was in prison, right?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
So can you imagine, do you reckon Tank was the most threatening bloke in prison?
Is Tank a threat? Is he popular? Is he unpopular? Are all his prison inmates like, am I drunk? What am I seeing here?
You know how you have like a triple threat? It's people who can sing and dance and do and act.
Yeah.
Tank's almost a triple threat.
Yeah, he double threat. The wolf's back. The wolf pack is back.
Yes.
All right. If you've got a few little blemishes, I don't know, a situation where maybe you've got something extra.
Yeah.
Maybe things are located where it shouldn't be located. For example, I mean, I'm sure if I asked my wife if I had the old double doodle, she'd say, yeah, absolutely you do. There's one located directly in between your legs and one directly in the middle of your forehead. And then she'd probably add in a little punchline too, like, yeah, it's actually in terms of length, it's one decent doodle divided into two or something like that. And I go, thanks very much. Weird and wonderful Woolpack. Who wants to join? You got something a little bit wrong with you? Share. I want to know. Third nipple's welcome.
Yeah. And don't forget, guys, anyone who gets on air this morning and, in fact, all week will go in the running for the Winter Weekend Escapes. This is where you can pretty much go anywhere in South Australia and have a nice little cosy getaway. We'll draw another winner on Friday.
All right. Expose yourself, you weirdos. Join our Wolfpack. Who's in? 13 24 10. Alex from Findon said, I have a third nipple, but it's on my back.
Oh.
The old back nipple. Every single time. Happens, doesn't it?
I mean, what's God thinking when God does that?
Well, nipples in general. I saw a study the other day where they still reckon that it's not going to happen anytime soon, but eventually men will be born without nipples.
Why? Because you don't need them.
Completely useless.
I guess they're redundant. Do you? Okay. I don't know.
No, go on. No, go on. You've got me. What are you going to say?
Do your nipples perform any function?
Oh, they get, if I get too much salt water on them, they get sensitive. So what are they there for?
Okay.
If I didn't have nipples, they wouldn't be there to get sensitive. So I wish I didn't have them.
But do they ever feel nice?
No, they don't. I did tell you how I got my nipple pierced though, didn't I?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Worst decision of my life. Another text as well. My toes are webbed. That's from Kate and Mitcham. Kate's a very good swimmer, we can only assume.
Yeah, Bella, are you one of these no fingernail people?
I sure am.
You've never had, how many are you missing?
So my whole thing, like all of my fingers.
Wow. No fingernails.
Yeah, so I've got something called hood syndrome.
Yeah.
So it interrupts my fingernails, my bones. So like I've got one arm that's longer than the other.
Do you?
Wow.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So, Bella, if you were to play cricket, would you be a left arm or a right arm bowler?
Well, yeah, I actually do play cricket. So I have to get a permit to like play because obviously I can't straighten one of my arms either.
Yeah, right.
So I have to get a permit to actually bowl, or else they, yell at me.
She's throwing it.
No, she's not.
She's throwing the ball.
Really?
Bella, I'm fascinated with this fingernail thing. Does it hurt? Do your fingers get hurt?
Not really. Like it's easy for me because then I don't have to cut my nails when I have to play netball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's good as well. And then the refs go, let's check your nails.
They're
Geez.
just really thin.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, do they? Okay, so it doesn't look unusual.
Oh, the thumb and the pointy finger definitely do. It's just plain skin.
Oh, I just love that the umpire's going to Bella, go cut that left pinky, thanks. And Bella's like, what are you talking about?
Got what, mate? No nails. Can't scratch. Oh, there you go. Hey, Bella, congratulations. You're in our wolf pack.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I love being a part of all.
Yeah.
Right, and you're also in the running for our winter weekend escape, which is we're drawing another one on Friday, can you believe?
Yeah, there you go. Thanks for that call from Bella Muralitteran, who constantly accused of chucking.
For great deals and cheeky getaways, whatif.com has just the place.
A winter hideaway's great, but bring on spring.
Jump on the What If app to book hotels, apartments, holiday rentals and more.
What If is Aussie for travel.
Let's do this.
What the fork?
What the fork?
What the fork is happening?
Segment grown out of the fact that there's never any forks in any workplace kitchen ever. And then we thought, let's just expand it out to other things we don't understand in life. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were having a meeting about what the fork yesterday, and we were just discussing oral hygiene, and I don't even know how this came up, but we were saying, do you share a toothbrush with your partner?
Yeah.
And you, Andrew Hayes, in front of our entire team, producer Zoe, newsreader Abby, producer Em, boss Josh, cameraman Josh,
Yeah.
you've just gone, oh, I've just realised something that people may have thought was a bit weird. And we went, what, Andrew? And you went, when I was growing up on the farm, our whole family shared a toothbrush.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Do things a little bit differently on the farm. Oh, there's the cows.
So, talk me through. This is obviously before the days of electric toothbrushes.
Yes, it was.
Just a manual toothbrush.
If there was one or two toothbrushes there and we're a family of four, then I don't know. I think we always just sort of half share the toothbrush. I never thought...
Oh, no. You don't half share a toothbrush.
Yeah.
That's like being a little bit pregnant. You either put that toothbrush in your mouth.
I'm a little bit pregnant.
You either put that toothbrush in your mouth or you don't.
Yeah, I think we did. I think we absolutely used to share a toothbrush. So, and not one, maybe there was two or maybe three toothbrushes there. If it's a family of four, maybe you just sort of switched up a little bit. And it's grown into my life now where I try and do it at home, and I quite often just use Cara's toothbrush.
Oh!
And she will not have it at all and gets quite angry.
The only time you're allowed to share your partner's toothbrush is on holiday, so I reckon you've forgotten your own. Then
you've
that's
forgotten
fine.
your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that's okay. It's too hard to go and buy one from
Have
a
you
kid.
spoken to someone about your childhood trauma?
No, I haven't. Also, I'm making out like I'm an absolute hick. I'm not. Although this was the theme song on the farm.
Did the horses get a run with the family toothbrush as well?
Oh, geez, no, the horses, they would go through the toothbrushes very, very quickly, wouldn't they?
Well, that's a lot of teeth in a horse mouth, isn't it?
Yeah, so apparently, judging by the reaction yesterday, this was a little bit strange, a little bit of a wrong thing to do.
Yeah. Did the cows share the milking machines as well? That's a bit gross. Or did the sheep, did they share shears?
Did they share shears? Well, yeah, absolutely they did. Are you suggesting that each sheep gets shorn with a different pair of shears?
Well, no, it brings me to my next point.
So yes, Jodie, they did share shears.
But this brings me to there was a segue here.
Okay.
If you could let me get on with it. So every now and then, if we're in a situation, an emergency situation where I don't have a razor, then I will quite often share my husband's.
Oh, you share shears as well?
Yeah.
I wonder how he feels about that.
Not great, because he's walked in on me and caught me using his razor in places that he doesn't necessarily enjoy.
What do you mean? Where are you shaving?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, I'm
You got
so
4
confused.
kids. How could he not be enjoying?
Okay. She's referring down some interesting paths here.
So, yeah, I will use his razor. He doesn't like it because that's something that he obviously uses on his face.
And specifically the moustache area. They're very
it's
intimate
like when you
spots.
walk in and you find your partner using the face cloth, to clean pits and bits. When obviously sometimes then you use it on your face also, which was what God intended, your face wash.
Also, 13, 24, 10, I think the roles are reversing here in terms of weird households. Who's using a cloth to wash their pits and bits?
Everyone.
A cloth.
A face cloth, yes.
A face washer.
Cloth.
Yeah,
a face washer.
Face washer.
Don't use
clean your
that's
bits and
you
bits.
use that
I'm
all
sorry.
over your body, don't you?
Oh, my God. Oh, gosh. You turned this beautifully back on yourself. And
How
your
did I
household.
do that?
Nice
How
work.
did I do that? Oh, dear.
I tell you what, you can take the girl out of Tassie. Right.
2410. What was the question again? Okay, what are you sharing that you shouldn't in your
Yeah.
household? And every caller that gets on air goes into the running for a winter weekend escape.
Yeah.
This started out as a pile-on for you, and I've ended up exposing myself horribly.
It's kind of 50-50 now as we speak. That's because you're a team player, and I appreciate that.
Melanie, what are you sharing that you perhaps shouldn't be?
Hi there. It's my son. Boys are gross, aren't they?
Yes.
I walked into the bathroom to see him use my reusable floss stick, the ones that come on the stick,
Yes.
and you can sort of rinse it off and reuse it. And I found him using that, wedging out a big piece of Fritz or something in his teeth. And I don't really eat meat, so that kind of grossed me out. And I asked him how long he's been using it. He said, since I bought it. Oh, boys are gross.
Yeah, they are. Melanie, how old is he?
He's only 6.
He's only 6.
But
Oh,
still,
wow.
it's disgusting. Yeah.
You wait till he gets to 13 or 14. You better start knocking on that door before
Oh,
you...
no. Gross.
Let's go to Cheryl. What are you sharing that you shouldn't be, Cheryl?
Well, it's my husband. He's pinches my deodorant, which is for women only, and my perfume.
Yeah. Hey, Cheryl, I'm on your side. I use women's deodorant as well.
You do?
Yeah, it's really nice. You know why? It's on you guys. It smells so delicious. It's fantastic.
If I've got a son, I'll buy my son deodorant. He doesn't use just my son's deodorant. But he uses mine.
Yeah, well, sharing's caring. That's all we'll say.
Elizabeth, what sort of perfume are you rocking that he's using?
I would just buy some cheap stuff, but just for work. But I've got some light blue, which I had to hide.
Yeah.
He was using my light blue, my Dolce & Gabbana light blue.
Yeah, well, he puts that on and all of a sudden he becomes a classy young gentleman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good on you, Cheryl. Oh, yes, a beautifully unique pronunciation of deodorant.
Yeah. We go to Tash, but Tash, I'm just going to say be careful of this one. Good morning.
Uh-oh.
Good morning. How you going?
Yeah, going very well, but more importantly, how are you going? What's being shared?
I know somebody and their partner who are both females, and they share their time of the month underwear.
Oh, what?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
They're clean,
no.
but, yeah.
I mean,
I mean, don't try and defend that, producer Zoe. Whoa, that's next level.
That is next level, isn't it? Let me
Do you
just press
even-
this again.
Do you even know what Tasha's talking about,
I don't
Andrew?
even really know what's going on. I think I know about 60% of what's going on here. And even I can identify this. It's just...
Thank God you're here.
Well, I wonder if they've updated the jingle because after 14 years, Thank God You're Here is back tonight on the beautiful Channel 10 network, and the host of it, Celia Pacquol, joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning. I can tell you they have not updated the jingle. And I'm pleased they haven't. Why would you change it? You know what I mean? I have a visceral reaction hearing that song. You know what I mean? I get excited, I get nervous. Like, it's the song.
Yeah,
the blue door's still blue. It'd be weird if we came back and the door was red, you know? Just some things, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Like updating the Neighbours theme. You just never would do it.
No.
Right? Why would you? Yeah.
And Celia, so I believe that you weren't on it first time around, but you did go along to support your housemate Felicity Ward, who was a contestant on it.
I sure did. That's right. And I can tell you, it's one of the most enjoyable, it's probably the best live television show to watch a taping of. Do you know what I mean? There's 500 people in the audience. You're right up close. And it's a joy to watch it on TV, but being in the room, like, you can really feel the energy and the fear and the, you know, the excitement in the air. So it was, if you can, it's actually why I said yes to hosting. It means that I get to be at every taping.
Hey, Celia, just to summarise it as well, I mean, we're talking to a new generation now. What's the nuts and bolts of the show?
Yeah, it sounds like a fever dream, but it really is what the show is. Basically, we take 4 very talented performers and we put them in a costume and we send them through a blue door into a scenario that they've never seen. They have to just make it up as they go along in front of a live audience and national television.
Yep, sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, that's it. It sounds outrageous. I don't know why people agree to it. Like, it's a lot of people's actual worst nightmares.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's fun and entertaining to watch people have to think on their feet and see how they're going to react and laugh at them.
I saw you in the supermarket the other day, Celia, because you're doing the media rounds. You were on the front page of New Idea and you had your basket there and you're walking through in casual clothes and you're like, there I am. That's the glamour of TV right there on the front of New Idea.
I always think it's important to let people in on that stuff. You know what I mean? It all looks sort of glamorous. Like this morning, literally, I'm doing a day of promo. I'm wearing a suit jacket. I wore a blazer because I'm trying to be all professional. In the car going to my radio interviews, I realised that I had a giant chocolate stain on the front of my jeans. I'm like, God damn.
Oh, no. And that couldn't be misconstrued, could it, Celia?
I know. It's just in the crotch area as well. It's fantastic. That's great. So it's one of the things with this show is it's real as well. There's a lot. It's very showbiz, like all of the sets and the costumes and the lights, and it looks incredible. But at the core of it, it's very real. It's a bunch of people who don't know what's happening to them. They don't know what's going on, and they've got to pretend to make it up in the moment.
Speaking of real, I love that you revealed on your Instagram that you were filming Love Me, which is a fabulous Australian series. If you haven't watched it, it's really wholesome and feel good. But you played Sasha on that. But you had your 3-month-old baby on the set while you were filming. That's outrageous. How'd you do it?
Well, it was easier having her there and my partner there, and they set them up, you know, in a little trailer, and so I could go and breastfeed and stuff at the time. It was great. Like, and looking at it now, I mean, I say that, I can't really remember. It was a blur, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I was just happy that my character wore scrubs, which is basically like big pajamas, but that was great. I think I would have turned down the role if they'd gone 3 months after having a baby, we're putting you in heels or lycra or anything. I would have gone, I'm out.
Yeah.
But no, the production was very supportive, and you know, at that time as well, it was actually quite nice to get out of the house.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Things and not be in that absolute blur of is it day, is it night, jet lag, newborn time. So yeah, I loved it.
That's good, isn't it? I've watched my wife do that twice. She's going to do it again in October, and
really?
There's nothing I can say that'll make things better.
Oh my gosh!
Yes,
3, you're going to be outnumbered. What are you going to do?
Yeah, that's really
People are trying to tell him the jump from 2 to 3 isn't that bad, and I go,
oh my gosh. I mean, as the youngest of 3, I said to my mum, I'm like, why? I would have totally understood if you
didn't want me.
If I didn't exist. Yeah, I'd be fine. But it's going to be great. I think you're right. I think, look, it's fantastic. And now, as I say, 8.5 out of 10. When people go, how's it going? I was parented, 8.5 out of 10. She's 10 out of 10, but overall, it just does seem to be getting better.
Well, Celia, you've done a magnificent job to get to this point and juggle parenthood as well. So it is back tonight. Thank God you're here. 7:30 on Channel 10. Celia is the host, and thank you so much for having a chat with us this morning.
No worries, thank you.
Go deal with that chocolate stain, doll, can you?
I know.
See ya.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hazy's on Miss Daysey.
It's Wednesday. You're almost there. It's the hump day. So, look, there's only one direction you can go now. And just keep on going forward. Don't go backwards. Don't go sideways. Don't go up. Don't go down. Just keep going forward. You got this.
I don't know what direction I'm going.
You just please promise me you'll go forward. To 2nd of August, let's take a trip down memory lane. Let's go back to 1973. The great Susie O'Neill, Madam Butterfly, was born in Mackay, Queensland. Today, her 50th birthday.
She 50. Oh, happy birthday, Suze.
I mean, not just Australian sporting royalty, but close to home, Nova royalty she is.
Absolutely. Dominates in Brisbane.
Dominates here. 1975, champagne cork-popping record was achieved by Gary Mahan when his cork travelled 31.4 metres. That's 103 feet. Come on, Gary.
I guess.
I know what you're thinking. Where's Gary these days? Well, because of his champagne cork-popping feats, he's probably offered some giant mansion somewhere, counting his millions of dollars.
Yeah, and we've always said this on this show, like, find your passion.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. Sometimes your talents can be unexpected. Like, Gary didn't come into this world going, I am going to be a champagne cork-popping champion, did he?
No, cork-popping found Gary.
Yeah, exactly.
What a beautiful combination, like Torval and Dean.
Gary and corks.
Yeah. 2018, TikTok, the video sharing social network, becomes available worldwide after merging with Musical.ly. So Musical.ly was a little platform similar to Vine where people would just mouth along to songs. It was cringe AF. And then they merged with TikTok, which is also cringe AF. Just kidding, if you got TikTok, because you probably do, but it's not for me.
No, I'm not really about the TikTok.
With the TikTok and the Facebook and the Instagrams. We're not old. 2019, Ed Sheeran's Divide Tour became the most attended and highest grossing tour of all time, overtaking U2 after 893 days on the road. What a phenomenon Ed Sheeran is.
It's insane, isn't he?
The best gig I've ever been to was when he was at the Entertainment Centre. Sound in the entertainment because it's indoors, a little bit better. I've never seen someone own a crowd more and just as flawless as it gets on his loop pedal as well.
And was he, like, funny in between?
Immaculate.
Yeah.
Like speaking in between as good as singing, which is half the battle.
Yeah.
I saw Kings of Leon one time in Sydney and they were hopeless in between songs. Hopeless. All they said after the first 4 songs was, hey, we're Kings of Leon. And we're like, yeah, no. Wow. Thanks for that insight.
Yeah, we brought the tickets. We know who we're seeing.
Good on you, boys.
Yeah.
Number one song on August 2nd, 2003 was Crazy in Love by Beyonce and Jay-Z. Solid little power couple, those two.
Yeah, they go a lot.
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen. This is huge. Valuable info. This is so juicy.
Jodies Juice.
Wowee, let's talk Lizzo, shall we? First up.
Girl, I'm about to have a panic attack.
Lizzo's been busy.
I think she's about to have a panic attack over a lawsuit because 3 of Lizzo's tour dancers have accused the singer of sexual harassment.
Wow.
They said she created a hostile work environment through racial and religious harassment in several incidents between 2021 and 2023. The dancers also alleged that Lizzo, known as an advocate, obviously Hayesy, for body positivity, self-love, criticised a dancer's recent weight gain and later berated, then fired the dancer for recording a meeting.
Oh, my gosh.
Outrageous behaviour, isn't it?
Yeah, you just never know.
The suit, and I have to be very careful here, the suit also details a lot of, let me just say, carry-on at a club in Amsterdam. So much so I can't really specify what happened, but other than to say that there were a lot of things flying around the air that the dancers were encouraged to catch.
What, like mosquitoes?
Yeah.
Like flies?
And apparently Lizzo also encouraged them to touch the nude performers. So there you go. You
Nude
never go.
performers?
I hope this isn't another Ellen DeGeneres situation where you have a much love.
That's what it feels like. That's the direction it feels like.
Let's hope not.
Huh.
Anyway.
Okay. It's very much a watch this space, isn't it?
Isn't that juicy?
Yeah, I'll press it anyway. I'm not sure if it's appropriate.
Juicy.
I'd rather talk about Harry.
In this world, it's just us.
Well, Harry Styles has been spotted with what appears to be an Olivia tattoo, and it's quickly gone viral. So Styles has just finished his 2-year tour and has been seen living his best celebrity life on a boat. A few famous pals. Can you guess who?
Ooh.
Who would Harry be partying with on a boat?
Oh, I don't know. Connor Rosie. On a boat.
No, I didn't ask who you want to party with on a boat.
Oh, sorry. I misheard the question. Girls or boys or both?
Boys.
I don't know. British mates? Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, James Corden, no, and Lewis Capaldi as
I was
well.
never going to say James Corden. Who was going to say James Corden?
So he's wearing board shorts and you can sort of see the upper thigh and it just says Olivia. So the Olivia Wilde thing you might remember was very juicy. So she was served those papers, those divorce papers on stage when she was delivering a speech from Jason Sudeikis, who of course is...
Jason Sudeikis.
Ted Lasso.
Oh, Ted Lasso.
Yes.
I thought you said Jason Saddington, who used to play for Carlton and Sydney Swans. Completely different person. I was like, how do those two hook up together? I haven't seen Ted Lasso too, by the way. I must be the only person in this country that hasn't seen Ted Lasso.
I thought you were going to say, I haven't seen Jason Saddington for ages.
I haven't seen Saddo for years too, by the way. Since he did his knee at the Swans.
Ted Lasso's great. I'm just on to the 3rd series at the moment, but it's very, very good. It's very wholesome. Anyway, so she split up with Ted Lasso and then she hooked up with Harry.
Yeah.
And she didn't really comment on it other than to say it's very tempting to correct a false narrative in this case.
Oh, okay. A little swipe.
Yeah. Juice. Singer Babe Rexha has...
BB Rexha.
Whatever. That's the first thing you've said all morning. Yeah. It's calling me out from...
I've been busy in here with Gussie, our next superstar, teaching him so I can not come in ever again and he can do my job.
But also, Abs, I mean, how did Jodie get Babe from the spelling B-E-B-E?
Yep.
I don't know.
No, okay.
I don't know how most things work in her brain sometimes.
Spot on.
Anyway, singer BB Rexha has broken down in tears and confirmed that she's broken up with her long-term boyfriend. She's in the middle of a concert in London and she announced she'd ended things with producer Kayan Safari. That's certainly not how you say his name either. Anyway,
confidence.
She's released texts, Abby, that her ex-boyfriend has written her and they're disgusting. He said, your face was changing, so I told you it was. Would you rather I lie to you? You gained 35 pounds, which we worked out to be about 15 kilos. Obviously, you gained weight and your face changed. Should I just pretend it didn't happen and that's okay? Come on, I gained 3 pounds and you called me chubs and fat. That doesn't mean you don't love me.
Oh,
see you, Cayenne.
Yeah,
bye.
That's not a text that you want.
What is he, Pepper? Like cayenne pepper? Like, what's that name?
Bang.
Oh, she's holding no prisoners this morning, Abby, in the newsroom.
Love that. And one of those days where Abby is taking absolutely no you-know-what from anyone.
From anyone.
Also, producer Zoe, can you do us a favour and get some BB Rexha songs for Song? I'm very confident Jodes is not going to get any of them. That'd be nice.
Anyway, on that note, see you, Cayenne Pepper. Off you go. Don't let the door hit you, fat bum on the way out. Bye.
And that's Jodies Juice.
Tommy Doodle is going to join us in the studio tomorrow, and also we've got our Bob reveal, which is the Battle of the Bangers, which I'm still working on.
Yeah, I'm still working behind the scenes on it too.
Are you?
Yeah, because it's got so tight. I mean, who thought that we had to keep score? There was no rule that said that we should do that, but here we are at 6 apiece. Oh, what a comeback.
Yeah, and I need a win. I need a win this week.
It's been a while.
Anyway, I've got a colleague at Channel 10, Joshy. He's come up with a list for me, so I'll just peruse that today and see how we go.
Cool, so you're outsourcing.
Yep.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Says the man who made a plea to the people of Adelaide. What would you like to hear?
But also, I outsourced to Josh, the cameraman.
Yeah.
And that failed terribly.
Yeah, that was awful.
Made me realise I had to trust my instincts.
Trust your heart. You've watched Moana enough to know that's what you need to do.
Yes, exactly right. Trust your heart. All right, that'll do from us. Enjoy your Wednesday. We'll catch you bright and early tomorrow.
See you.
Goodbye.
This is Jodie and Hayesy